Breaking news. Nigerian people spotted on streets while chanting and begging Nigerian military to take over Nigerian government. We all know that Tinubu and his vice, Shettima, left the country. Some are saying that they went on vacation. Some say that they are on leave, on sick leave. Some say that they went for a national matter and other things. Nigerians are reacting towards why Shettima and Tinubu left their office for who to handle. Actually, even Very Dark Man reacted about this Shettima and President Tinubu's disappearance in Nigeria. Their inability to control the country's affairs is really alarming, in the sense that the hardship in Nigeria at the moment is too much. Now, watch the video of Nigerian youth begging Nigerian militaries to take over Nigerian government because of the way things are going in Nigeria, because of the way hardship is alarming and is not even getting better as they go by. What is your opinion regarding this? Watch and tell us in the comment section your opinion.
Tinubu must go. We want Nigeria army to take over. We want Nigeria army to take over Nigeria. I don't know why they are afraid. Why they are afraid, we don't know. We want Nigeria army to take over Nigeria. 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 Nigeria army to take over Nigeria. Nigeria army to take over Nigeria. Make una take over Nigeria. Make una take over Nigeria. Make una take over Nigeria. So far done too much. 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 Nigeria army take over. So far too much. So far too much. Nigeria army take over. So far too much.
The video you just watched is the video of where Nigerians are begging Nigerian military to take over the government of Nigeria. Now, they want to convert from civilian rule to military rule. Some people were like, no, that the military regime has never been fair to Nigerians, talk more of civilian rule. That there has never been in a time or in a history where military regime in Nigeria was fair to the Nigerian people. So that they will never accept anything that has to do with military regime. It is better they continue suffering in the civilian regime rule rather than adopting military rule. What is your opinion regarding this? Many Nigerians are reacting with their own opinion. Some say yes, the military should take over. Some are saying no, instead of military to take over of Nigeria, it is better the country divide for everybody to go their separate ways since it is no longer working together. So we are like, no, they shouldn't take over. That we should continue with the civilian rule, which is Tinubu's and Shettima's normal, leadership in Nigeria, rather than going back to civilian rule. Some are saying that how are we going to know if the military regime are going to do us well or not? Because the militaries are now mixed up with Boko Haram's bandits and the real Nigerians. So we cannot actually detect who is going to be who when military regime takes over. Because now we all know that there was a time during Buhari regime, we all see what was happening in Nigeria. Once Nigerian military capture any Boko Haram, they put it in prison. Before you know it, they say that they were put in a rehabilitation center, that these people have now repented and changed. They now convert them to Nigerian military. Do you understand why Nigerians are afraid and kicking against military regime? Some Africans are saying that countries like Burkina Faso, countries like Niger have taken over, that the military have taken over. Why can't Nigerian military wake up and take over the government leadership in Nigeria? We know why it will never work, because Nigerian military have now mixed with fake bloods. Nigerian military are no longer as genuine as we see them before. They are now people with, I don't even know how to classify the kind of heart they have. The way poor Nigerians are even afraid of police, same way they are afraid of so-called military. Talk more on when they take over. Wahala will be like bicycle. I remember days back when people were complaining when Buhari took over from Jonathan, the former president of Nigeria. People were crying because they've already know this man's character, why he was a military, that is during his military regime. My country people, things are really happening. Nigerians clamoring for military regime. Do you know exactly the implication? Do you know the implication of military regime? Nigerian militaries are not the type of military that you are seeing all over the world. They don't have that kind of woman sympathy. Their heart is at the back. Imagine the way Nigerian military punish a single civilian just because of failure to give them 15 naira or whatever it might be on the road. Talk more of when they officially become the head of the state. When they officially take power from the civilians. Make una no think of that one, my country people. People are saying that Nigeria should divide. Some are saying civilians should continue. Some are saying military regime should take over. What is your own opinion? You that is watching and listening, what do you have to say concerning this? What is your own opinion regarding this? Should Nigerian military take over the leadership of Nigeria, or should Tinubu and Shetima continue doing the way they are doing in Nigeria, making things hard for a common Nigerian? Or do you think that the best option to solve Nigeria problem is for everybody to go their separate way, which is by division? Tell us in the comment section your opinion regarding all this. Many Nigerians are in awe and in their own opinion based on the way hardship hit them in the heart. We all know that whoever that wears a shoe knows exactly where it is pinching him or her. You know the kind of situation you are passing through as a Nigerian. You know the problems you are facing at the moment. So tell us from what you're experiencing, what do you have to say about it? Don't forget to subscribe and stay more.